All right, Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast. So let's look at the 10th house for you, because you still have your ruler Jupiter transiting through that 10th house. It's been there for about the past year. But you also do have the fast movers here as well. This is the house of career. It's the house of productivity and achievement and success in life. So really good to continue to expand on that level. I think there's a lot of motivation and drive to be implemented in it with Mars and with Venus enjoying it. I think attracting things in that area, and maybe also spending some time with relationships through that area, developing your career relationships or anything like that, I think can go very well at this time. Now, Mercury is shifting into your 12th house of spirituality this week, Monday, Tuesday. So you might notice a bit more of the lowered energy with the mind, or maybe a bit more nebulousness or uncertainty, or in the clouds or anything like that, into the ethers basically. And so it's a really good time to be listening to your intuition, I think, when it comes to figuring things out, because Mercury in the 12th, if we try to figure it out rationally, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But if we listen to our intuition, maybe do some automatic writing, meditation, things like this for the answers, fantastic when Mercury's in the 12th like that. So this week we do have the sun sextiling up to Pluto, and so midweek there is this empowering energy, like I was saying. I think the empowerment here is with your friends perhaps, or your future aspirations. I think a lot of you have started to have a shift of focus here last weekend, and I think it's a fantastic week for continuing to focus on these things, whether it's groups, organizations you're a part of, whether it's the world at large and your progressive side, some of you technologically with innovation, things like that, but most fundamentally the future. And so this is an empowering feeling that I think a lot of you have been integrating since 2007, about this metamorphosis with you, about this development of this non-attachment to you. It's non-attachment to your self-image, non-attachment to the things you want in life. And I think you have that. I think you're feeling that this week. And that could be creating some positive, again, changes with this progressive side of the 11th house. And also probably feeling quite open-minded and free-spirited, which is good, which is natural for your sign anyways. But the sun does rule your 9th. And so midweek, just a bit open-minded, great for philosophy, great for expanding those horizons, that adventurousness, whatever it is. Just this opening to do that kind of stuff. All right, so the most important aspect this week, Saturn trining up to Pluto, or excuse me, trining up to Uranus, does suggest this implementation where I think you have been working hard these past couple of years. And where I think you have been working hard is, again, more on the ethers, more behind the scenes. Some of you maybe been bringing some balance back to any healthy or unhealthy habits you might have. Some of you may be taking more seriously your alone time and your spiritual life. Some of you working hard psychologically to understand more about your unconscious and that kind of stuff. But the result has basically been for you to find more peace in life. That's the Saturn in the 12th house. And so this is all very freeing now. I mean, it has been since December, but now it's this final integration of feeling stable yet free with your beingness, with your spiritual self. And where this is all coming from is a Uranus in your 4th house, which has been likely over the past 8 years creating a bit of change and maybe even erratic energy when it comes to your home life or your health, your family, your foundations in life. So, but it's stabilizing that as well. I think there's a good integration between your soul and your spirit, let's say. I mean, it's the 4th house is like the connection to your body, to your soul, to the past, to your roots, which is freeing yet stabilizing, and also freeing and stabilizing your home and your health right now. But then your spiritual self is about that peace. It's the vastness. It's not even us. It's the entire universe, right? So connecting to that side of it, very stabilizing, but also very free also. So very good energy there to work with anything in this watery sort of sphere. I think if there's been anything since December, it's a great week for finishing this up or implementing this. And, Saturn does rule also your 2nd house and your 3rd house. So what could be resulting from all this is greater freedom with your finances or your resources, actually, and also greater freedom with your mind and communication things like that. Just feeling a bit of freedom with its self-expression, freedom to learn. Some of you may be learning some new things, especially if you have been since December. But that kind of curious, inquisitive, but progressive side to your perspective on things. Really, really good this week. All right, so Sagittarius, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a personal reading, be sure to check out the link on the page. And I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast.